date or just hanging out? Well, according to USA Today and the data that they obtained from a recent survey, I guess 69% of 18 to 54-year-olds.
Yeah.
What?
69.
She said
Oh
it.
my gosh,
said
69%. Come on, get the head out of the gutter. 69% of 18 to 54-year-olds surveyed online are, quote, at least somewhat confused about whether any given outing with a potential romantic partner is actually a date or not. Then they also asked some other follow-up questions. One that was interesting is that they asked whether or not the man should pay for the date. And 69%, again, of men and 55% of women surveyed agreed with that sentiment that if you go out on a date, that the man should pay. Thoughts, 5 words or less?
I will never know.
Hanging out equals hanging out. This was supposed to be my thing. Coming
Your
up.
snake penis?
Whatever.
Okay.
Snake penis. Snake penis equals date.
If they don't court, abort.
That's great. That's
I think
great.
it's good advice. If they don't take the time to make you feel special and court you.
Now, if you're dealing with high maintenance, that's a horrible thing to send out to people. Can I kick off my shoes? Can we do it?
No.
They smell so bad.
They don't. You
They
guys
don't.
said when I took them
I
off, you're
didn't
like,
smell 'em last
your,
time.
your
No,
feet
it's
smell
just the
pretty good.
camera.
Okay, no. I'll sink in. I'll sink in. All right.
So were you surprised by this survey, Sean?
Was I surprised
Yeah,
by the
by
survey?
the
69%.
results.
No, well, here's the deal. Okay, hanging out, going out on a date. If you want an actual potential partner in life, hanging out is the way to go. The date is not, it doesn't, hey, would you like to go out with me? And then
Yes.
you go to a restaurant and you ask all the questions on your internal checklist of whether this person's going to be a future mate or not. Here's the deal. No. Here's the deal I have to say. Because if a guy is telling you, hey, this is a date rather than, hey, we're just hanging out, and he really just wants to sleep with you, you're going to get pissed at him because he's like, he said it was a date. Just say what it is. We're hanging out. And when you hang out as friends, that's when you get to know each other, and that's when the magic happens.
Okay, actually, what you just said, I'm going to agree with a small portion, just a small portion. I think you need to be aware of what that person's intentions are. So you brought up the fact that if they just want to hang out with you and just sleep with you, then at least they're being honest. Of course, be honest about it. But if you're looking for something more and that person isn't taking the time to actually date you, abort it. Leave them be. Go find someone who's worth your time. If you're okay with the hanging out part, then have a fun, casual relationship. But if you're not okay with it, don't think that you're going to change that person. They're not worth your time.
There is a certain. It's nice to be the guy who rises to the occasion and says, I'm going to plan a date for us.
Yes.
However,
Girls don't
there's-
want to be with that guy.
Yes,
That's not
I
true at
did.
all.
I do.
That's not true at all.
No,
Yes,
no.
we
That's not
do.
true at
You
all.
don't want to be.
I would never marry my
I wanna
husband.
hear more of this. Explain this.
I think it's great. And by the way, with my wife, yes, absolutely.
Oh, he's
I
putting
take
his
her
shoes
out.
back on.
I am. And they don't smell people. I have good smelling feet. No, but yes, of course, every girl wants the guy who is going to take them out, court them, and do all of that stuff, but not in the beginning of the relationship.
not true.
as the
That's not
first date. I'm
true.
telling
That's
you.
not true at all.
Unless they're looking for something casual and they maybe don't want to be dating, then that's fine, but be open about that.
I think there's a different way to say what you're trying to say, which is there are certain people for whom an organically blossoming relationship
Yes.
based on hanging out works.
Yeah.
And there are other people who can be equally as happy as the former group.
By putting up a wall and playing this imaginary game of this is how I know this other person wants me to be on this formal
this,
date.
I'm just taking context clues.
Yes.
But I think you're part of the first group. And you had a lot of problems with the second group.
I just have a
to
lot of
lead you
problems
to the
in
kind
general.
of frustration that you're having right
It's
now.
it's no
drawing
problem.
on a certain date that you were on where you were like, it's all! I'm gonna sneak up on a girl and marry her by going like, yeah, what's up? I don't care. And I'm sure she meant, but I think there's someone for everyone.
It's
and
not
I
about
think,
me, Bree.
But I think what you've had are probably, and you're not alone in this at all. I know plenty of people who have started relationships based on hanging out.
Yeah.
But you may have had, because dating blows a lot, and have had a bad experience and said that that's not the game for you. But there are a lot of people for whom it's nice, and it's, you go courting, and it's really sweet to have those moments where he does something nice for you. Not to say that when it starts by hanging out, you can't have those nice moments.
Right.
But for whom the match is, like I have my best friend, and he has a girlfriend now, and it works because he's the guy, you know him, who's like, I'm gonna take you out tonight.
Love that.
And I'm just gonna
that.
show up
Love,
and wear
love,
this
love
kind
it.
of thing,
Ah,
and it's gonna happen.
I would like to
And he's
formally
Latino.
apologize.
I
I
like
will
it.
change my stance on this. I'll change it slightly because I'm not
Okay.
going to be stubborn. I'll be the first to admit I think I'm wrong on this.
Oh my goodness.
Outside of Los Angeles,
I met
outside
my
of Los
husband here in
Angeles.
LA, and he
How?
courted the out of
because
me.
people in LA suck. They all
Then
suck.
go
They all
back
have their intentions of what they
home.
really want, and everybody has a wall up, and everybody has issues.
No, wait, look at us
But
four.
in
I feel
middle-
like we're four really good people, and we're in Los Angeles.
Well, we did it, guys. We found each other. This is it. Let's all move to
Round of applause for us.
I get it.
Narnia.
Again,
Stop.
again, though,
Okay,
I'm
Bree, well, I want to
sensing-
hear Bree's
I do, I
perspective
do
because
wanna hear
she's
Bree.
a single lady.
Yeah.
What do you want, Bree?
What do I want?
impresses you?
What impresses courting? Courting impresses me if you want to date me, if you want to sleep with me. This is so weird to say. Okay, you have to make it known, hey, we're just hanging out.
Yes.
Be honest. If you're honest, then I will be honest back and say, yes, I would like to just hang out with you too.
Yeah.
Wink,
Yeah,
wink.
girls
That's
say
all
that.
you have to do. Otherwise, if you are courting me and we are having sex and we are dating, especially if we're dating for a couple of months and I'm starting to get curious and I want to know, so what's going on now? Are
Yeah.
we just hanging out
Yeah.
or are we, is
And
this
they
gonna
better
lead to
make that
something?
known.
And
They-
they need to tell, that you need to keep somebody updated on what's
Yeah.
going on. Just be honest.
And if they're not making you their own, on to the next.
Exactly.
On to the next.
All we want to know as far as dating or hanging out, just what do you want from this? And I will tell you what I want from it too.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm telling you what I want and you're not telling me what you want, then on to the next.
Yeah.
True.
The problem is, for the guy, he wants your vagina,
Then he can have it if he's honest about it.
but you're not like most people then.
What happens
True,
when a
okay.
guy
Well,
goes
here's
to
the thing:
though?
is the dominant strategy is to say yeah, I'm in it, so that because otherwise he could say I'm just here to hang out, and then there's one kind of girl who's like, yeah, me too, and there's another girl who's like later skater,
So
and he's like,
going
oh,
to
but
say,
my,
I'm just
but my
going to court
wiener,
you
but my
for the time
wiener's
being.
Then
gonna
he's
be
not the right guy
cold.
for you.
to
And that's
get the
okay.
wiener
Let him
hot.
go get his kicks off and go find somebody that's ready to commit to you.
But what if a guy really still wants to sleep with you? He's going to fake court you.
I think there's only so much time where that can last before you realize that he's
Yeah.
poopy.
Well, you guys surprised about the majority of the people agreeing with the sentiment that the man should pay, at least on the first date?
Yes. Whoever asked out, I guess.
Yeah,
should
I
pay.
agree. I'm
I
more-
think the man, regardless.
I think I go
guy's
back
gotta
and forth
pay.
on this. I think in the beginning, I think it's a nice sentiment for the guy to do it, but if you're broke, I
Yeah.
totally get it. Like, let's just go have a picnic somewhere. But I think it's cool, maybe like on the second date, maybe then the girl pays.
Well, then it's on the guy to say if the girl's expecting him to pay every time,
No, I
there's
don't
a
think it should
problem.
be every
But that's
time,
the
yeah.
point. Is
Unless it
eventually
works for that
needs-
relationship,
The girl should
but-
always go out and say, "Hey, can I pay?" Even on the first date, I think the girl should offer to pay.
I agree with that.
And I think it's up to the guy to be like, "Are you kidding? No, I'm courting you."
Okay, what do you guys think about this survey? Do you agree with the survey? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you all next time on Pop Sugar.